Hey everyone, today we're hiking Yosemite's super popular Mist Trail. Come along and enjoy the walk with us. All right, let's get moving. Wow, this really is incredible. After climbing all the way up here, all you want to do is slow down and take it in.
Seriously, just to make sure, where exactly are we right now?
We're in the area above Nevada Fall now. This time, we're getting a little closer to the waterfall and the cliffs than we did last time.
Got it. I love how the whole place changes depending on where you stand. Totally. It kind of feels like we're walking through a Yosemite painting.
Yeah, it feels like the scenery's all around us, instead of just something we're looking at.
Look, you can kind of see down the cliff through the gaps in the rocks here.
That's actually kind of scary. Don't get too close to the edge, okay? Be careful.
Yeah, I see it. At least there's a railing here, but I'll be careful.
I love heights, so I honestly love this view. It's so beautiful, it kind of blows me away.
Yeah, it really is beautiful.
By the way, where does the water in Nevada Fall actually come from? It doesn't just start here, right?
No, this is the Merced River. It's water that's been coming down from the higher parts of the Sierra Nevada, fed by snow and rain. So this isn't just the water at the falls, it's really the river itself coming down from the mountains.
Exactly. That's what makes it so interesting.
Up here it can look like a normal river, and then the terrain suddenly drops away and it turns into Nevada Fall.
Got it. From below, it just looked like this huge waterfall. But up here, you start to see it as part of a much longer flow.
And that's also why it gets stronger from spring into early summer. A lot of that comes from snowmelt. So the amount of water can really change with the season. Hearing that makes it feel even more impressive. The water we're seeing has already traveled a long way to get here.
Seriously, once you think of it as part of a flow that's been coming down from high in the mountains, it changes how you see the whole scene.
So that's the Brink over there, right?
Yeah, it is. The water looks so beautiful from here.
It really is. Even from here, you can feel how much force there is in the water. It's incredible.
Seriously, the current is so strong. It's hard not to just stand here and watch it.
That's what makes hiking in Yosemite so special. You really get to experience the scale of nature for yourself.
I know. I'm really glad we made it all the way up here.
Spots like this are incredible, but if we want them to stay this beautiful, everyone who comes through has to do their part. For sure, one of the biggest things is staying on the designated trail. Even one little step off to the side might not seem like much, but over time, that kind of thing really wears an area down.
That makes sense. When you're taking photos, there are definitely moments when you want to take one more step, but that's usually the moment to stop yourself.
Exactly. It's important not to get too close to the water or the edge, and not just for safety. Some areas are a lot more fragile than they look.
And of course, you pack out your trash. But it's probably the little things you really have to watch. Wrappers, food scraps, stuff like that. Something can get left behind without even realizing it.
Another big one is leaving natural things where they are. Even stacking rocks or shifting them around a little can change the feel of a place like this.
Got it. So it's not just about enjoying it yourself. It's also about making sure the next person gets to experience it the same way.
When you think about it that way, a good hike isn't just about what you get to see. It's also about leaving the area the way you found it.
Getting this far really reminds you that the drive is part of the trip too, not just the hike itself.
Definitely. Even on a longer drive, it feels really different when you're in a well-maintained car you can trust. It gives you a lot more room to enjoy the day once you get here.
Quick plug. EcoDrive buys and sells cars, handles trade-ins and repairs, and offers rentals. If you're interested, Check the link in the video description.
When you don't have to worry about the drive, it's a lot easier to slow down and really enjoy a view like this.
By the way, what's actually the best thing to drink on a hike like this? I'm guessing water's still the main thing.
Yeah, water's still your best bet. But on hot days or on longer hikes where you're sweating a lot, it can help to think about electrolytes too.
Honestly, I always feel better when I drink a little at a time instead of waiting until I'm really thirsty and then chugging a bunch.
What about sports drinks? Sometimes they seem useful, but other times they just feel way too sweet.
I get that. If they're too sugary, they can feel kind of heavy or leave your mouth feeling sticky, especially when you're walking. Water first, then maybe something with electrolytes, if you actually need it.
And when the scenery's this good, it's easy to forget to drink enough in the first place. That's probably when it helps most to keep sipping regularly.
Got it. So what you drink matters, but when you drink matters almost just as much.
Yeah, that sounds easy enough. Just keep sipping before you even start feeling thirsty.
It's funny how some hikes leave you pleasantly tired, and others just leave you wiped out. I always wonder what makes the difference.
A lot of it probably comes down to the basics. How well you slept, how much water you've had, things like that. If you're off on either one, the same hike can hit you really differently.
Pacing probably matters too. If you burn too much energy early, you lose that little bit of room to enjoy the scenery later on.
Yeah, I can see that. There were definitely hard parts today, but because we could still take in the views, it doesn't feel like I just wore myself out.
Exactly. When you can stay in a good headspace while you're moving, the fatigue doesn't hit the same way. It feels lighter somehow, like it doesn't stick with you the same way.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm really glad we made it this close to the Brink today. Getting to see Nevada Fall from so many different angles was amazing. Both the power of the water and the scenery were even better than I expected.
Me too. Seeing the water from above was incredible. And the way the cliffs and the valley opened up around it, it's probably what I'll remember most.
That was one of my favorite parts too. It's amazing how much the view changes around Nevada Fall just from shifting your position a little. It really felt worth the climb.
And even after all that, it's nice knowing there's still more to see up here.
Thanks for watching. Next time, we'll start heading down along part of the John Muir Trail. See you in the next one.